You're watching The Week in 15 on TV Platinum. Your in-depth roundup of the 15 biggest stories shaping Nigeria this week. From politics to power struggles, governance to grassroots voices, let's rewind and break it all down for you. The week began with the former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, declaring his intention to contest for the position of national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Lamido made this known on his verified Facebook page on Monday, saying he would visit the party's national headquarters to purchase his nomination form. His declaration follows the endorsement of ex-minister Kabiru Turaki as Northern Consensus candidate, a move rejected by Lamido's camp and Wike's allies over poor consultation. Lamido vowed to rebuild the PDP amid rising tensions ahead of 2027. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to explain the whereabouts of alleged missing oil funds. In a letter dated October 25 and signed by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare, the group cited the Auditor General's 2022 report, which uncovered billions in unaccounted funds across multiple currencies in the company's financial records. SERAP described the allegations as a grave breach of public trust and urged NPCL CEO Bayo Julari to recover the missing funds, hand over those involved to anti-graft agencies, or face legal action. Detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has again refused to open his defense in his ongoing terrorism trial. Appearing before the Federal High Court in Abuja, Kanu said after reviewing his case file, he found no valid charge against him and described the trial as unlawful. He told Justice James Omotosho that he would not call witnesses and asked the court to either grant him bail or discharge him. The judge directed him to file a written address stating his position and adjourned the case to November 4, 5, and 6 for further hearing. Human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has been released from Kuje prison in Abuja after meeting his bail conditions. Sowore confirmed his release on his X account on Monday, describing his 4-day detention as illegal. He criticized the Nigerian police force, calling it irresponsible for taking the law into its own hands. After regaining freedom alongside 12 others, including Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Aloy Ejimako and Kanu's brother Emmanuel, Sowore accused the police of enforcing a court order in which they had vested interest and failing to serve any restraining order before his arrest. He described the actions as a deliberate disregard for due process. Senate President Godswill Akpabio and National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Nentawe Yewada, have called on citizens to hold state and local government leaders accountable for how increased federal allocations are used. Both leaders made a call at separate events in Abuja on Monday, urging the increased funds translate into better infrastructure, job creation, and improved living conditions. Akpabio noted that stronger legislative oversight has boosted national revenue, while Yewada urged Nigerians to demand people-focused governance from their local and state authorities. The Inspector General of Police, Kaide Botoku, has dismissed reports of a promotion scandal, with the Nigerian police force calling the allegations baseless and mischievous. He made this known in Abuja on Tuesday during the decoration of 19 newly promoted senior officers. Among those decorated were Deputy Inspector General Muhammad Dan Wara, Assistant Inspector General Nkechi Eze, and Commissioner of Police Nandel Gonwok. Botekun said the reports circulating online were aimed at discrediting the force, insisting that all promotions follow due process. He urged Nigerians to ignore what he called the handiwork of mischief makers and charged officers to maintain professionalism and integrity. A member of the PDP Board of Trustees, Chief Bode George, has warned former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido against suing the party over its national chairmanship process. Speaking on Channels Television Tuesday, George said Lamido has the right to contest but must follow internal conflict resolution procedures. A coalition of civil society organizations is urging President Bola Tinubu to intervene in the growing crisis within the APC in Ekiti State. The groups accused party leaders of imposing Governor Biodun Oyebanji as consensus candidate for the next governorship election. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has withdrawn the presidential pardon earlier granted to Mariam Sanda, who was convicted and sentenced to death in 2020 for killing her husband, Yoyamino Bello. The decision follows widespread public criticism that granting clemency to someone convicted of such grave crime undermines confidence in the justice system. In a statement issued on Wednesday, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Nanuga, explained that although the pardon was revoked, Sanda's death sentence has been commuted to 12 years imprisonment on compassionate grounds. The development has reignited debate over the limits of presidential powers, with many calling for consistency and fairness in the administration of justice. Tension rose at the National Assembly as JAM officials walked out on the House Committee on Basic Education during an investigative hearing. The committee led by Oboko 4G on Wednesday had convened to examine the board's judgment and revenue performance. Lawmakers noted that despite multiple invitations, JAM Registrar Professor Ishaq Oloyede failed to appear before the committee, but sent the director, Mufutau Bello, who asked journalists to leave over sensitive documents. The committee refused, prompting Bello to walk out with his team. 4G claimed the action, calling it unacceptable and a slight on the House of Representatives' powers in oversight. There has been outrage among residents of the FCT and other Nigerians following Minister Nyesom Wike's attendance at the summit in Dubai with his two sons. In a post shared by his media aide Larry Lainka, showed the minister and his sons at the 2025 Asia-Pacific Cities Summit and Mayors Forum, where his sons were seen wearing accreditation tags, suggesting they were part of the official delegation. The posts have sparked widespread backlash on social media, with many accusing the minister of nepotism and turning an official trip into a family affair. The FCT administration has yet to issue an official response as public debate continues over transparency and accountability in public service. All members of the Enugu State Caucus in the House of Representatives have officially defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). The announcement was made on Thursday by the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, who read the lawmakers' letters of resignation from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the Labour Party during plenary. The defection was witnessed by Enugu State Governor Peter Mbah, signaling a major political shift within the state's representation at the federal level. Lawmakers said they decided to leave their former parties due to persistent internal crises threatening the unity and stability of the opposition. They expressed confidence that joining the APC would enable them to deliver better governance and development for their constituents. The mass defection also strengthens the ruling party's majority in the House, reshaping Nigeria's political balance ahead of upcoming elections. It was a day of color and ceremony at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja as Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede formally assumed office as Nigeria's new Chief of Defense Staff. The event, attended by top military officers and dignitaries, marked a symbolic transition in the nation's defense leadership. Oluyede, who replaced General Christopher Musa, vowed to adopt an intelligence-led approach in tackling Nigeria's multifaceted security challenges. In his address, Oluyede emphasized that modern warfare requires strategy and coordination rather than brute force. He pledged to enhance intelligence gathering, strengthen interagency collaboration, and leverage technology and training to detect and neutralize threats early. The new defense chief also promised to prioritize the welfare of troops, address housing and compensation challenges, and rebuild morale within the armed forces. His predecessor, General Musa, described Oluyede as a strategic, disciplined officer and urged full cooperation from the military and intelligence communities. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a fresh motion before the Federal High Court in Abuja, demanding that the court strikes out all charges against him and order his immediate release from detention. In a motion dated October 30, 2025, entitled Motion on Notice and Written Address in Support, Kanu argued that the Nigerian government charges have no legal basis under existing Nigerian laws. Representing himself, Kanu told the court that no valid charge exists against him within the country's legal framework, insisting that the case is null and void because it lacks any constitutional foundation. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has rescued 23 foreign nationals from a transnational kidnapping syndicate and arrested 14 suspects in a major operation. According to police spokesperson SP Josephine Ade, the rescue followed an intelligence-led raid by the Scorpion Squad on October 22nd at Angwandamu, Ado, Maraba, Nasarawa State. The victims, 14 men, 8 women, and a child, were lured into Nigeria with fake job offers, then held hostage as kidnappers demanded 10 million naira ransom per person. Investigations revealed the group is led by Abubakar Jigiba, a known cross-border criminal with links in Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Mali, and Nigeria. Both Jigiba and his brother Sogo Zubair remain at large. The FCT Commissioner of Police CP Milia Dantawai commended the squad for their swift action and urged residents to report suspicious activities. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says 8 political associations have completed the first stage of registration to become political parties, while 6 others have been disqualified. INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekum, confirmed this in a statement on Thursday. According to Olumekum, the update followed the Commission's regular meeting held on October 30th to review progress since its last update on September 11, 2025. Out of the 14 associations pre-qualified for the process, 8 successfully scaled through the initial stage after a briefing held on September 17. And that's your Week in 15. From the corridors of power to the streets of protest, Nigeria never stops moving. Stay informed, stay empowered. For deeper dives into these stories, stay with TV Platinum, where the news meets clarity. Thank you for watching. I am God's gift, Julius.